majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup, as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Hoosiers will kick this deep to start us off. The turn begins inside the 10. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. So Ohio State's will get the first crack on offense today. And Kirk, this is what we've been looking forward to, a matchup of 2 quarterbacks who are elite, very competitive, matched up against each other today. One of the better matchups we'll see all season. Yeah, a game that we really pointed to all summer. Looking forward to this matchup. Knew these 2 quarterbacks would go head-to-head. Very important that they don't get caught up in the individual matchup. They just go out, work against and try to put up as many points as they can. Chris, they don't hit this pass, but I love the approach here as a play caller. Taking a shot and being aggressive, getting that ball downfield, stretching that defense. Try to keep those safeties back. It can open up other aspects of your offense. So after the incompletion, it's second down. On the run, it's Jackson. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver. Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. So Indiana's offense out there for their first possession. They will go up against a secondary, Kirk, that talks about the no-fly zone. These guys are confident in their ability to just lock down wide receivers and take away the opponent's passing. Seems like every year in college football, there's secondaries around the country that want to brag that they have the best group of defensive backs. I think this defense and this secondary specifically has a very strong case with what they have to work with. The question I have is, how will the offense consistently move the ball against this group today? Second down play coming up for this offense. With the catch, it's Cooper. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards. Play action here on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Cooper. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down of 17. You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football. Play action fake, looking to throw. There's contact on the throw. Oh, what a grab! Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Great job by the quarterback with an accurate throw against man coverage for a first down. Overall, by the entire group, good execution by this offense.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
And I love to watch the execution of this option play. Right now, the defense has no idea if this quarterback's going to pull it or if he's going to give it. Here he pulls it himself, finds yards, and comes up with a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Dropping back, it's Sand. A deep shot to the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner choosing to field this one. Excellent work by the coverage team he's brought down after just a short return. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. The ball is caught. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
First down loss at 2nd and long from the 23. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pulls it in. It's Cooper. Tackle made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
Deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. A deep shot to the right. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. To the air, it's Mendoza. Grab behind the line, it's Hemby. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Finds his man. It's Cooper. You make the tackle, but this offense has crossed midfield. Set up for the first down at the 47.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progressions. Eventually, he finds the drag route for the first.
Looking for some space. It's Hemby. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down play coming up. A play action looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
They've converted both 3rd down attempts on the drive so far, but now it's 3rd and 8. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
When a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback, 3rd down, critical down and distance, do a good job of dialing things up, and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. That takes a big bounce and rolls all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Look out, room to run here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
A quick throw out left, complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. They try to sneak it for the first. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And brought down at the line by that big defensive tackle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Sayin. Running back grabs it on the screen. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Crucial third down play after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. Spins away from the defender. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
The Buckeyes offense is on the move now. Handoff on a single back formation. Picks up the first, looking for more. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30. First and 10 now for the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Tate. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Buckeyes are looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Handoff here from the shotgun. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Pass caught. Can he get in? Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Boy, I thought the defender was in really good position here. He's kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
So another third down conversion. Now they're set up at 1st and goal. He fights in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. The coverage team able to bring him down. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Looking deep down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Indiana.
Let's go. What a fantastic half we've had here. You talk about a last-minute lead change through the air, and we can only hope the second half's going to be as exciting as this has been.
Now the important point after attempt. And it's good. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. Looking to throw it on 1st down. A short completion with the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Buckeyes will kick this away to start the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. It's a short completion to the big tight end.
Great execution on the RPO. Quarterback does a nice job as he's putting the ball into the belly of the back, making sure to read his key. This defense was determined. They came up to stop the run. Quarterback saw it, pulled it out, hit the quick slant right behind him for some great yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff. It's Pemby. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Here's the second down play. Ball handed off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to pass. It's Mendoza. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
Makes the grab. It's Cooper.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. As the first down is still going. Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
I mean, this guy's having a dream day. Already over 200 yards through the air. Now showing you what he can do with his feet. This guy's a complete package under center.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking to throw here. Quick throw over the middle. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
So second and 10 here as they try to stay out of third and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. Direct snap to the back. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. Third and short now on the 10th play of this drive. Quarterback still with the football. And look at the quick cut. Hoosiers. The quarterback takes it in himself.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. And the back gets the football. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. It's complete. And he's tackled immediately, so not much of a gain on the play.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect them. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. They'll kick it away here. When he's got some space here. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Less than a yard to go as they cover the line on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Cooper. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So for Indiana has the lead here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Getting set for 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, nice job here by the receiver to be able to pick up this first down. I guess the only thing he could have done better was stay in bounds. You got to stay in bounds to be able to keep that clock moving with the lead.
And the Hoosiers will have 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it with the draw play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the defense on this play right here? Chris, they go with a draw play to try to take an advantage of an aggressive defense. It's pinning their ears to get upfield. But instead, it was almost like the defense was expecting the run. They're not surprised at all. They make a great play.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
7th play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Looking to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The tight end makes the catch downfield. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. 1st down play here. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. 1st down.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Bringing pressure. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Nice grab. It's Smith. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that track route and picks up a 1st down.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. 6 points.
And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. The returner trying to create a big play here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Now it's second down here. Trying to get away with a running game. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down, and the crowd really getting into it. To throw, it's Mendoza. Quick throw to the left side. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now a big decision coming up here on 4th.
The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. They lose 3 in that place, and now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. They test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He fires this throw and is intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Very important possession here. Defense did a great job preserving that 3-point lead. Now it's the offense's turn to build that cushion. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Tries the right with a quick throw. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, man, this is the kind of mistake people can lose their jobs over. You just can't throw a pick with a 1-score lead and under 2 minutes to go.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're set up at the 40. Now they'll run it on the toss. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction that where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's broken up. Great defensive play to prevent that deep shot.
Smart decision here by the defensive coordinator to go with dime coverage, get more speed on the field, extra defensive backs, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football for this quarterback.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. This could be the game here. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. The offense takes a timeout with 15 seconds remaining.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
And the pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. To the air, it's Sayan. Wide open downfield. You make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone.